Also kurz zu diesem Text. Letzte Woche hatten wir Englischunterricht und wir mussten ein Buch vorstellen. Das heißt, es geht heute um ein Buch, weil mir wurde gesagt, der Text ist ziemlich gut. Deshalb, ja. Bevor ich mit dem Text loslege, stellt euch bitte eine Person vor, die heute zum ersten Mal das Licht der Welt erblickt. Sie weiß nichts von Gesellschaft, nichts vom Schamgefühl und auch nichts von den sozialen Erwartungen. Warum tragen Menschen schöne Kleidung? Du. Wer entscheidet, was schön ist? Oder du? Wieso entschuldigen sich Menschen so oft? Oder du? Warum ist Selbstbewusstsein in Männern attraktiv und in Frauen oft als arrogant angesehen? Genau das ist es, worum es in Poor Things geht. Poor Things is not the kind of book you simply read. It feels like you accidentally opened the diary of a mad scientist, a philosopher, and a feminist at the same time. Imagine walking through a city where everything feels slightly wrong, beautiful, and disordered at the same time, like a dream after fever. That's the atmosphere of the novel. At first, the story sounds impossible. A woman dies. A brilliant and disturbing doctor brings her back to life, but inside of her adult body is the brain of her unborn child. Bella Baxter. And suddenly the book becomes something so much bigger than science. Bella enters the world without understanding society's rules. She doesn't know shame. She doesn't understand why women are expected to behave a certain way. She asks uncomfortable questions. She explores love, sex, politics, power, and freedom with the curiosity of someone seeing humanity for the very first time. And that's exactly what makes the book so fascinating, because the real experiment is not Bella. The real experiment is society. I'm going to ask a few questions now. Don't answer out loud, just think honestly. If a man has many relationships, what is he called? A womanizer. And if a woman has many relationships? If a man is loud, he is confident. And if a woman is loud, she is? If a man wants power, he is ambitious. But if a woman wants power, she is? And that's what Poor Things exposes, not the monster, not the science fiction, but how strange society becomes when somebody sees it for the very first time. What makes the novel especially unique is its style. It pretends to be a historical document. There are fake letters, strange illustrations, and scientific explanations. Sometimes you don't even know who's telling the truth anymore. Reading it feels like being trapped inside a Victorian lab where everyone is intelligent, unreliable, and slightly insane. At the same time, the book is funny, uncomfortable, provocative, and deeply philosophical. One moment you laugh at absurd dialogue. The next moment you realize the story is criticizing how society controls women's bodies and identities. And Bella herself becomes unforgettable because she refuses to be what others want her to be. Men try to define her, try to control her, explain her. But Bella keeps changing. That's why the title Poor Things is so clever. At first you think it refers to Bella, but by the end you start wondering if the poor things are actually the people around her. The ones trapped by ego, power, and social expectations. The novel is strange, yes, sometimes disturbing, sometimes hilarious, but never boring. And underneath the bizarre plot it asks some very real questions. Who gets to define a person? How much of our identity is truly ours, and what happens when someone refuses to fit into the roles society created for them? Maybe Bella isn't the unnatural one after all. Thank you.